Okay, I think I'm on. Happy Thursday, everybody. It was a beautiful day out there today, wasn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna check again, see if I'm popped up here on my iPad while I wait a few minutes for you guys to join me. Never really comes up right away, does it? Always takes a little bit of time. There we go. All right, so tonight, or the other night, I said to you that I was going to do either Pampered Pets or Way to Goat. And I have a really cute card to do for you tonight, and but I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're just going to have to wait and see. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this week and all the projects and the card displays and all the stuff from the new catalog, and are enjoying the catalog launch party. This is going to be, well, not my last live. I'll be on again on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. with the big prize draw for everybody. So make sure and join me there at 11 a.m. So, okay, I'm going to turn my camera around and I'm going to show you guys tonight's project. So let's see, turn that around. All right, there we go. And I'll zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see if it'll let me. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. All right, so I hope you can see that. All right, so today, well, yesterday actually, I was stamping and having quite a bit of fun. In fact, you know, I'm starting to change my mind on what I like best, Pampered Pets or Way to Goat, and I'm really having a lot of fun with Way to Goat. So I'm going to use this tonight, and I'm going to show you a fun card with Way to Goat. All right, so let's get started. And don't forget, if you order this week using the June host code that's here, I will send you a copy of everything I've demonstrated this week. So that means this beautiful peony and this prized peony card and the card I'm making tonight. So if you place an order with me using this host code, I will send you 3 cards for you to use as my thank you to you. So let's get started on our card for tonight. All right, so I am going to use again a card base that is the extra thick Whisper White. I'm just doing the 8.5 by 5.5, all right? And I'm not going to put too many layers on it, so I like using the Whisper Thick so it stands up nice. All right, I'll put that aside for a second. And we're going to stamp, what are we going to stamp? The goat. We're going to stamp the goat on a piece of scrap paper and color him in. So we'll do that. All right. And I'm just falling in love with this set more and more every time I use him. So give that a little fan, get that dry, and I'm just going to use a couple colors to color him in. So this might seem odd, but I'm going to use my blender pens. Not that this part's odd, but I'm using 2 different grays here. I'm actually using the dark smoky slate with the light gray granite. So I actually want 2 different colors here. So instead of using the light and the dark, I'm using these 2 different ones. So I'll show you how that works out. So I'm just going to lay in some shadows and go over some of these. I guess these are little tufts of fur, and just areas that I want to highlight, that I want to bring out. I'm not going to be too picky about it. I'm just kind of throw it in there. A little bit down here. I'm going to turn this around and use the other end, and his little legs back. The legs that are the farthest from you should be the darkest. Okay, so I'll just give this guy a little color, and his little tuft of hair up here, just like that. All right, maybe I'll do, maybe in here somewhere as little goatee. All right, oh, here too. Just like that. All right, so I'm gonna lay in another color, and I'm not gonna be too fancy about this. I'm just gonna kind of smush it in there. I'm not really blending anything at this point. I'm just laying down the color over top, moving it around. Not, yeah, see, I'm not being picky with coloring. I'm just throwing it in there, just like that. Not even really too worried about the legs. Let's do that. Again, my favorite color medium right now. All right, now I'm going to take the fine tip. Now I'm going to blend in a little bit. I actually kind of want this to dry a little bit, because if you go over it when it's too wet, sometimes you can, you don't really get, I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't blend as nice. So now I'm layering another color over top. And I'm going over between the dark and the light, so it kind of blends. I still get a shadow, but it's nice and dark, so you can see with the ear. And I'm going to do the same with all the little points here that I have darkened up. And I'm not coloring the whole thing again, so what's going to happen is my first layer is going to stay quite light, and that's okay. I want it to kind of look like that, but I do want to kind of rub this in. Rub, is that a word? Rub? It's not rub. All right. Little circles, just get that to blend. Now I'm using Whisper White, just a regular cardstock. If I was doing multiple layers of color, meaning coloring over this multiple times, I would use the thick Whisper White, or even the Shimmery White, which is a thicker paper as well, because you need that thickness for all the alcohol to absorb if you're going to go layer over layer over layer. But I'm not putting a lot of different layers on here. I'm just putting the two grays, and I'm just going to rub that in, just like that. I think I'll give his feet maybe a little bit of a, maybe a little more shadow over here. Oh, gotta get his, what are those? I was gonna call them horns. Are they horns? Can't think straight. Whatever those are. Okay. And as this dries too, it'll actually lighten up a little bit. So I'm gonna go back in with the dark and just make his hooves, the bottom, just a little darker. Make them stand out just a little bit. Kind of just like that. Oh, we gotta get his tail, right? His tail doesn't look so good. His tail. All right. Just kind of like that. All right. So then I'm going to go in. Actually, first I'll go in with some red. This is poppy red. And we will just give the flower a little pop. It's pretty easy to do. All right. And now I'm going to go in with petal pink. Just the light petal pink, and give him some cheeks and add a real subtle color to him. So I do want this dry, because I don't want this to be, I don't want it to blend or push color around necessarily, so I'm gonna fan that down a little bit. All right, so his belly has a little bit of pink to it, and this is really subtle. I'm not even sure if this is gonna show up on the camera. His cheek has a little bit of pink in it, kind of like that. Maybe his hair ever so slightly. Just adds a little bit of life, I think, to the goat. All right, so let's put the goat aside for a minute, and let's take in another piece of Whisper White. So this is 2.5 by 4 inches. I'm going to bring in some Coastal Cabana and Granny Apple Green. I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring in some makeup brushes. These are just simple, cheap makeup brushes. Oh, maybe I'll do this again. I can't decide. Do I want it on my left or my right? All right. So I'll pick up some color, and I'm going to blend this to make sure, start off really with a light touch and just circles, and then get a little darker and a little darker and a little darker. So just going to add some color. I'm going to make a bit of a background color on this. Just like that. And we'll pick up some more ink. Don't want to blotch it, so I want to be really careful. So I'm just going to go really light at first, and then darker and darker, because you can't go lighter, but you can go darker. Maybe a little more. There we go. Just like that. All right. I'm going to take apple green, Granny Apple Green, and pick that up. Some color. Again, don't want to put a blotch of green on it, so I want to be careful. I'll go start off really light. Go around in circles and add some green. Blend that up a little bit into the Coastal Cabana. Kind of until you got a little bit of color. Whatever you like. Wouldn't fuss with it too much. Sometimes when we over fuss, things don't always work out, right? Okay, just like that. I get rid of these brushes so that I don't. I put a little bit more blue up here. A little bit more blue. Just a little darker. There. All right, so put these brushes aside so I don't get my fingers all inky, because that's what I would do. Put another fingerprint on a card I make. All right, put this aside. Put that aside. And now what? Oh, still want the apple green. Let's take the apple green. We're going to take this little piece of grass that's in the stamp set Way to Goat. And we're going to just put that down. Just like that. Bring in, put that away again so I don't get my fingers all inked up. And take Happy Birthday, You Old Goat, in black. I'm going to stamp it up here in the far left corner. All right, just like that. Again, get rid of my ink. I'm very, very bad with getting inky fingers. All right, I put this aside for a second. So I'm going to take some Granny Apple Green, and this embossing folder, you know what, the name eludes me. I think it's Tasteful Textures. It is a new one. I'm going to put that in there and run it through the Big Shot. Actually, I'm making a couple of these cards, so I'm going to do two at one time. Make things go a bit faster for me. Bring in my Big Shot and run that through. Just to give this card a bit of texture. All right, like that. I don't know if I've shown you this Tasteful Textures yet, or at least what it looks like when you run it through. So, isn't that neat? It's really subtle, which I like, and I think it's very, very useful for a lot of different cards. So put one aside. Okay, so I have that. I have that. These two are the same size. I've got some Coastal Cabana here that I'm going to use as a layer for this card. I had glue somewhere. There we go. That one. To my, take this one. All right. Flip that over. Put some glue on there. Again, I'm using Tombow glue. Pick that up carefully. Move that over. And put that down. Don't you just love Coastal Cabana? I'll pick this up, move it over. I love this color. I love these two colors together. So pretty. All right, put it down. Okay, now there is well, I wouldn't say there's a right side, wrong side, but there might be one side that you like better than the other. I like that side, so I'm actually going to lay this on like this. Put some glue over here in the corner. Put this up again. And I want to make sure that side and that side are about the same. Doesn't have to be perfect. Kind of like that. Okay. Now, I'm going to put it on my card front. That's what I'm going to do. Put lots of glue on here again. Just like that. Put that on the front of the card. So, really simple, but the colors really, really pop. This card really pops. So, we colored our goat earlier. I already have one that I did earlier and cut out. So, let's take Mr. Goat. We should have a name, shouldn't we? Mr. Goat. And pop him up with a few dimensions. Put some big ones there. And the mini ones. Did you see the black dimensions that are in the catalog now? We have black ones in case the project that you're doing is black. And you don't have to see the white dimensions underneath. Always nice to have. Although I think most of the projects I do are probably white, but it's handy to have. Okay, I'll put this little guy on the grass. Where's my scissors? Got a little lump on there. Get that off. All right. Just like that. Isn't he cute? I think he's so cute, but he's not finished yet. Not finished. We're going to add some resin dots. So these are the Playing with Patterns resin dots, and this is Coastal Cabana. So we'll put one there. Maybe we'll put a little one over up here in the corner. Oh, come on. And I'll put a big one maybe. Maybe I'll put a big one down here, just like that. That finishes the card. What do you think? Happy birthday, you old goat. Isn't that cute? I see I got a little bit of glue on there, but I will erase that off. Find my glue eraser somewhere. It's hiding on me too. You should see my desk, people. It's crazy dirty. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see if I can find it. No, of course not. I'll find it later. Get rid of that. Anyway, that is my card for you guys tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you order this week, let's say by Sunday, using the June host code so that I know you guys were around this week and watched all the videos and demonstrations, as my thank you, you will get these 3 beautiful cards in the mail after you order. So I hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you all back here on Saturday morning for the live draw at 11 a.m. Have a great evening, guys. See you later.